Right. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, yes. We are back. Here we are. We see a few of you in the chat already. FPS Dom, good to see you. Green Arrow, yo, 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 how's it going? Delano Lenny, any news on Vardy? I do not know. Does that mean is Vardy not meant to be playing? Anyway, let's get straight into this. How are we doing? I've got Owen with us today. How you doing, mate?
Doing very well, thank you.
Doing very, very well. How are we feeling ahead of this week?
Um, I'm quietly confident.
Optimistic, optimistic. I'm not gonna lie, that has shut me up a little bit. Maybe this is the way it is, but like people going, "Oh, news on Vardy, news on is he meant to be injured? Is he meant to be?"
Yeah.
I've literally just -4 the geezer in, and you're telling me, "Oh my god!" But yeah, let's get into your team. How's that? How's that feeling? How's that looking? Got it up on screen here.
Yes, it's just the one transfer this week. Konsa, who's not been playing. I think he got about 30 minutes this week or something like that.
Yeah.
Only due to the red card. Yeah, it was pretty time to part ways with him a few weeks ago, but he's finally
Yeah,
back.
for Concer's finally getting out there for the main man himself, Mr. Eric Dyer.
Yeah, Eric Dyer's brought in. I think maybe his fixtures aren't quite as good as the green is suggesting around fixtures. Fulham, Leeds at home, then Villa and Sheffield away. Probably 2 out of 4 of those we should hope for a clean sheet, I reckon.
Yeah.
Obviously, else on the radar was Robertson.
Yeah.
Looking to potentially make way with KDB to find some of the funds. But it didn't make sense, I think, this week to -4. But this coming week, that is part of the plan.
Yeah, get some funds in for that. I see DCL benched. Bold moves.
DCL is benched, yeah.
Bold moves.
Another name which is likely to make way.
Likely to make way soon. Just a quick one in the chat. They're saying most likely to be rested this week, but a good option go. Why would they bench Vardy? Like why?
It's Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I know Palace haven't been great recently, but like he's their main. If he's fit, he plays. That's my opinion. If he's fit, he definitely plays. Unless if he's picked up an injury, then understandable. But it's like almost like Man City resting De Bruyne. Like it's not going to happen. It's just always speculation of rotation. Brendan Rodgers does that, rotating his team around, but more on like the players like Harvey Barnes, Maddison, Perez. We've rarely seen. Vardy actually has only missed 1 game this season, and that was because of an injury. So I'm just trying to not scout myself out too much. I'm trying to convince myself that
Yeah.
the -4 was okay. But how we feeling for the rest of the team? So you got Salah, big boy Salah on the captaincy.
Yeah. My heart really wants to captain Bruno.
I feel that. I just almost
But
yeah.
It's always for me. It's always the captaincy. It's always the issue of who would I be more disappointed about not captaining.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
And that,
Or if they did well and you'd gone with the other person sort of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I completely back that. And I also find a lot in FPL, you're always kind of chasing the previous game as captain. So you're like, oh, Bruno's done well last week, Salah's done well this week, so I'll pick Bruno. And then you're just in a constant cycle of the one you pick's the one that's blanking because you're
But
always chasing.
Bruno's had 7 double-digit hauls.
Oh, the
in
guy's
in the 16 games he's played. He rarely blanks.
The guy's
got an incredible form
absolutely
in a home
smashing it.
game. But equally, Salah's playing Newcastle.
Salah against Newcastle
What
is what could go wrong.
That said, against West Brom, was it last night? He seemed that he barely touched the ball.
Yeah, he had one. I remember looking at it. I didn't actually see the opportunity, but looking up at the screen and Klopp was head in hands, Salah was head in hands. It looked like he missed quite a big opportunity. But I do think that Newcastle are defensive.
In the first half was that one?
I think it was in the second half.
Okay.
But didn't really catch it. But I do think that Newcastle defensively will be a lot worse than West Brom. West Brom really kind of... And then that being said, it was more a case...
They parked the bus from minute 1.
It was more a case of Liverpool not finishing their chances than it was that West Brom were actually really good defensively, I feel.
Or they, particularly in the first half, which is often the case, where teams are probably going at it, going hard.
Yeah.
they weren't necessarily hugely defensively sound, but they did force Liverpool to take some shots they wouldn't have wanted to take.
Oh yeah, like keeping them outside the box and like almost making them rush plays because you're kind of thinking, well, you know,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
sat so deep that we've got to
you could tell
force
the
something.
frustration which Liverpool had.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I do not think that Newcastle have the personnel or the management to do that though.
Perhaps not. Yeah.
I just think they're a little bit flimsy. You know, when Allardyce comes into a side, he sort of, you know, he'll give that assurance. I saw something which could be right. It's like when you go 1-0 down in a game like that, it almost maybe releases a little bit of pressure that was on you, because it's sort of like, okay,
Yeah.
we've lost the goal. Now we just have to like keep things tight. We can maybe play the ball out a little bit more. We don't have to be like rushing back so much. But yeah, they kept it in fair. I mean, I was happy with the West Brom goal, wiping out that clean sheet. Look, no, I wasn't too pleased to see West Brom get a point, because I still want them to be well down there. But you know, fair play to them. Patrick MC's coming in with the Martial or Firmino as a 1-week punt placeholder for Vardy. Huh. So everyone's saying Vardy's going to be out. Brilliant news, that is. I guess I've got Klein on my bench. -4. I guess it was for the yes, but the price didn't drop, did it? Oh well. Martial Firmino as a 1-week punt placeholder for Jamie Vardy. Who Wolves? Firmino. What do you think on that one? It's a tough one because
I think Bobby looked as though he was likely to do more in the game last night than Salah did.
I think Bobby has been looking quite good of late, and it is
equally.
Go on.
In my own in my own FPL team, I can't ever imagine bringing in Bobby Firmino.
No, I guess it is a 1-week punt though,
Yeah, it's true.
and like I think his form away from home is a lot better than at home, and
Historically, yeah.
it's Newcastle away, so it's not bad. Martial's been very kind of up or down, so you're either gonna get like an absolute spree from him or just a complete blank. So yeah, I do like Bobby, and also I guess depending on if you have Fernandes or Salah, but if you've got Salah, could be a nice little combination there, or a bit of Fernandes x Martial. But I'd say that one's literally just a toss of the coin, to be honest. Maybe flip a coin.
For me, I'd like Martial more.
Fair enough. Well, the man talks. The man talks. But yeah, I mean, Charlie Taylor, I'm very jealous of, to be honest. Sheffield United at home, that's like one of the most guaranteed clean sheets you're probably going to get all year.
If Burnley Sheffield at home is not a clean sheet for Charlie Taylor, then I just
you don't know
that's just evidence that anything I do can't go right.
What more can you do, really? What more can you do than sort of pick that? And yeah, I think De Bruyne will actually have a decent game against Everton. And yeah, maybe he'll pop off.
You take a De Bruyne out.
Yeah, so I'll move on to my team. I'm actually worried now that the two players I've brought in aren't going to play, because this news about Vardy coming, like not playing. I don't see what, like, if people are saying rotational, in my mind there's no way he gets rotated. Like I don't think he's ever been rotated, unless he's been injured. And then Rashford obviously has a little bit of a twinge or something, so we'll see about that. But you never know. I mean, but either way, I think they're both. I bought them in for like the double game week and the fixtures going forward, so hopefully they'll be able to repay me. I do have Nathaniel Klein on the bench, so you know if Vardy doesn't play, then hopefully he doesn't play at all. So then Klein comes in, picks up a nice little clean sheet. That'll be the ideal.
Which two to start between Che Adams, Bednarek, and Kufal?
Southampton play West Ham, don't they?
Yeah.
So
I would bench Kufal out of all those three.
Yeah, I think of the same. Like, because you've got two Southampton players and one of them's like, I definitely play Che, which means I'd probably go for Bednarek rather than Soufal, because you don't want to like have like too many conflicting interests, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Adams and Bednarek's been playing well. He's been scoring as well, so that's fair enough.
True.
Just another one coming in from Nathan here saying Justin or Zuma start both owned. Who
Chelsea play Villa.
I can see them conceding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it's particularly in, recent form at least.
Yeah, I would say
You back
Justin.
Leicester more to get a clean sheet.
I would say with the form that Palace have been, as much as I don't like it, I would definitely go for Justin. He gets forward so well as well. Like he could get an assist, win a penalty. Even like he's been unlucky not to score goals in recent weeks, to be honest. So yeah, James Justin definitely looks like the one. Just quickly walk through my team here. So Salah captain, same thinking as you really. He's looked unbelievable. 13 goals already this season. I was actually looking at the Golden Boot. Patrick Bamford has scored more goals than Kane this season.
Got 11 goals, isn't he?
He scored 11. Yeah, 11. No,
10.
I think Bamford's on 10. I think Bamford's on 10 and Kane's on 9. Vardy's on 11, DCL's on 11, and Salah's on 13. So it's a very, very high scoring year this year. Rashford and Mane are on the same, I think, sort of 7 or 8.
Do you think we could reach 30 goals this year?
I don't see why not, to be honest. We're like, Salah's on 13 and we're like a third of the way through.
What's Salah's record? 34?
May well be. But I think it is going to be one of them seasons where it's... Because last year it was only like a 23 goals.
Yeah, it was very much.
So...
22 goals. Vardy got it, and it felt like he scored every week.
Yeah, I know. I think it was that period when I remember you brought him in that wild card, where he literally was so consistent. He just kept on scoring.
I didn't captain every.
We've got a few. That was from game like 6 to 18 or something. It was just you captain Vardy every week and you'd be flying into the top 100k. Got a couple more questions here. Green Eric every week coming in with, do you think Leeds will keep a clean sheet to West Bromwich Albion? I think that it's likely out of any fixtures they have. That's what Dallas in there. West Brom
will not be doing what they did against Liverpool against Leeds.
Yeah, but I think they will be a bit more like Burnley though this season in terms of like they will be better themselves for a clean sheet, but I can see a lot of 0-0 games with West Brom from now on because it's kind of the way Allardyce likes to play. Is he sort of keeps scoring 0-0 until 80 minutes and then tries to nab a goal. So at least you're coming away from the game with like a point, which is basically what keeps his teams up.
Yeah.
So if I was gonna kind of pick sides to get clean sheets this week, I go for like Burnley, Leeds, probably Spurs, and maybe Liverpool and even Leicester. Those are the kind of ones.
His third game week in charge, is that right?
Yeah, third week in charge.
So I think it's probably a lot easier to inspire your team to do 80 minutes of something they're not used to doing, which is obviously I think parking the bus at that is quite taxing on the mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's pretty easy to inspire them to do that against a team like Liverpool.
Yeah, but against the Leeds, you're just like, why are we doing this? Like,
yeah,
let's play some football, sort of thing. This guy's coming in with, what's your rank, mate, and what are your plans for game week 18-19? I'm sitting about 400k right now. Like literally, I think 405k right now. So not too shabby. Definitely better than it was a few weeks back when I think we were both sitting comfortably at around 1.5 mil.
The first half of the season so far was not favourable for either of us.
Yeah, so I'm sitting. Things are starting to turn around. I think it's more starting to turn around because I'm actually getting 11 players out each week.
Yeah.
But this week, doesn't look like it. So once again, we're back in the 10 player rut. But yeah, about 400k, which I'm fine with. Hopefully, try and push. The aim is always to get like a top 100k finish, which could if I keep managing the team decently well, then I saw actually you're top of the Evans Oldies League, so that's nice for you.
Yeah, number 1.
And you'll be definitely hoping that Vardy doesn't start because that's his main sort of differential.
That's his biggest point scorer, really, isn't it? Yeah.
This guy, Green Arrow, comes in with, might be playing Struijk instead of Souček. Souček will come on if Struijk doesn't play. It's fair enough. Struijk is the Leeds defender. I don't know if he's actually been playing that much football. Just a quick shout, if you're new around here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream as well. We are coming round rather quickly to the deadline, 15 minutes to go. So don't forget to get your last minute transfer thoughts, captaincies and so on in the comments, not the description.
As you quite often say.
As I quite often say. But yeah.
I think he's only played 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
One in week 5 against Wolves, they lost 1-0. And then one obviously this gone week where they won 1-0.
Oh, so he did play in that one. Okay. That's probably more like a bit of rotation for the fit, because like the way Bielsa's sides like to play, he likes to like really kind of. There's a lot of energy, a lot of energy, and a lot of running.
He played in the 5th week and then the 15th week, so I'm hugely hopeful that he'll start. If he does, and you get a clean sheet, then fair play to you, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he's saying that like if he doesn't start, then he probably, I don't know if he's got 0 in the rest of those, but if he doesn't start, he probably doesn't play, which means he has Souček. Yeah, which means Souček comes on. So I guess it's not the worst idea, because I'd back like Struijk if he does play to get a clean sheet more than I back Souček to score, even though he's been absolutely popping off Souček. So you never really know with that guy. It's a frustrating one, Souček, to get a 10-pointer yesterday, because it's just like, come on, not like these. We always talk about these like stinky differentials who just always seem to save people's teams. Just like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He gets 6 points, 10 points.
Yeah, that is just a few liberties there. In a 2-2 result as well. I haven't actually seen that game. I need to watch that one back. Another one I need to watch back is the Leeds against Burnley game, where it was nice to see Patty B stepping up and taking the penalty. I know you saw that.
I watched the game.
Did you just go and like grab the ball off him or something and just be like, I'm taking this? Or
he won the penalty. I don't think that was hugely like a lot of argument, actually.
Yeah, because Klich is their known kind of penalty taker. So when I saw Bamford pen, I was like, oh, that's nice to see. I'm guessing from now on, if Bamford wins it, he's probably going to take them, and the rest of them probably Klich will be on.
Well, given that his position in the runnings for Golden Boot, I imagine he's got more argument now.
For sure. He's not like, because that's what happened with was it Ings? I mean, not in terms of penalties, because he was always the penalty taker, but he was getting a lot more consistent minutes towards the end of last season because he was in that contention.
He's someone who would typically be rotated as well.
Yeah, exactly. Guy coming in with Zuma or Calvert-Lewin starts. This is the same guy who said Justin or Zuma, so I feel like he's just picked Justin, and we're on to the next 50-50. Zuma or Calvert-Lewin. That's a bit of a tough one, I can't lie.
Calvert-Lewin's benched for me. I think that is a tough one. Chelsea,
because I do see Villa scoring.
I do see Villa scoring. I don't see Chelsea holding a clean sheet. I think in those situations, I tend to prefer to choose the attacker, because the person who I'd most often be more upset about not having on my pitch.
Yeah, I feel like I've also been a lot more punished by not playing the attacker, because the attacker in tougher games, the attacker is more likely to do something. That's why I think it's always best not to rotate your attackers too much, because like keeping them through the bad patches, they actually they can always pop off, whereas the defenders tend to actually have more reliability in the kind of the easier games, as it were.
Said for the sake of disclosure, I've got Calvert-Lewin on my bench, and
move back to your team.
I'm playing Ruben Diaz, hoping that Everton don't score at all. So
I guess that's it. I'm saying to you, I don't mind. Before going into this game, because Calvert-Lewin could wipe out the Man City clean sheet. Now I'm kind of just like, well, I don't actually mind if Calvert-Lewin does that. I mean, an Everton goal not scored by Calvert-Lewin, that'd be nice. I did hear some murmurings that Calvert-Lewin might see the bench because of rotation, but I just can't see that happening with the other players they have out. I just don't, because like Ancelotti's come out and said, there's going to be some rotation because of the fixtures, but at the same time, with the attackers they have, if they don't have Calvert-Lewin in there, or they're going to play Bernard up front, it's like, There's no way Calvert-Lewin gets benched. My opinion. We'll move on to the fixtures. We'll do some quick predictions to.
Peters to Dallas or Kufal.
That's a tough one because Dallas has the better fixture this week, but in the long term, Tuchel's probably got a much better double game week.
Is it much better though? Because the Leeds double game week's okay as well.
Yeah, it's like Southampton and someone
Or
else.
Southampton both at home.
That's actually right. To be fair,
West Brom this week.
for me, it's very 50-50 to be honest. So I think Tuchel's are going to play. He can pop up with an assist at any point, but so Dallas can go and score. I mean, I do really like owning Dallas this week. I think Dallas is going to do quite well, hopefully. But yeah, I think getting rid of Kyle Walker-Peters is a good idea. No worries, mate. So Crystal Palace and Leicester predictions.
I don't think it's going to be hugely high scoring.
No.
Probably only 2-0.
I'm quickly going to go on Twitter actually and just type Vardy in and see what's coming up. Latest for Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy. What should I type in? Bench? Jamie Vardy bench. Let's see what comes up. Very strong. Blah 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 blah. Vardy bench. Vardy plays Saturday and Mondays. Guys don't realise bench 4. Nah.
Pick 3. I mean,
There's nothing solid. Wait, is that another comment just then?
Yeah, Zuma, Dyer, Diaz. I mean, Dyer and Diaz should be playing. Carl Peters and Webster. Webster shouldn't be in the conversation, I don't think.
Zuma, Dyer, Diaz, Kyle Walker-Peters and Webster. Pick 3, please, or 4, in case I bench DCL. I mean,
benching DCL, I would like the 4 should be all the names apart from Webster.
yeah. Oh yeah, well, Webster, I don't even think is that guaranteed to Actually, he has been starting. That being said, but yeah, I wouldn't start Webster against Arsenal. Dyer and Diaz is 100%. I know that's what you were saying. I mean, Kyle Walker-Peters has got West Ham at home. It's not an awful fixture.
I mean, I've still got McCarthy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's probably between Zuma and Kyle Walker-Peters as like the third player, I'd say. Dyer and Diaz they've got to be in there. Probably Calvert-Lewin as well. I mean, that being said, if you want to like completely go for it and sort of not conflict, then you can bench DCL and just play the 4, probably the first 4 that you've named. So yeah, fixtures: Palace, Leicester. Like
I said, I think probably about 2-0.
Oh, sorry, yeah, fair. Which cap do I put on is the question. Do I put on the Palace cap or the realistic cap? I mean, I'm expecting this to be like 2-1. I'd like to Palace to get good, so maybe like a 2-1 Leicester because they were very, very good away form. Obviously,
I don't see them scoring as many goals as other teams have scored against Palace.
Yeah, hopefully, Hodge. Oh, that being said, though, our midfield, Scott Dan is so slow. Milivojevic is so Vardy would be able to get past Milivojevic and Scott Dan in about 2 paces. There is 0 pace in that midfield and defence, so we could see a bit of a rinsing. But that being said, the line does drop deep, and Vardy loves to. Whenever teams drop deep against Leicester, they find it very hard because they just love that ball through for Vardy. So hopefully Palace won't sort of get us suckered into that before we move to the next one. Got a quick comment in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. If you're new around here, I see a lot of new people popping up in the chat. So if you don't mind, hit the like if you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button as well. This guy's saying Aguero to start for game week 16. Should I get Firmino? Got a wild card. Would move him to Vardy in the next 2 weeks. So I'm sure Do you think he's saying Aguero or Firmino, or is that? Do you think
So
he's saying
I think he's got Aguero. Should he change it to Firmino?
Firmino?
And
Yeah,
wild
yeah.
card?
Got a
I
wild
think
card.
gaming is 16 the last week you can use your wild card.
Yeah, 16 is the last week you can use your guard.
This,
So
this week,
if you've got your first wild card still in play, then you probably want to hit that and do a last 10-minute wild card because it's gonna completely disappear if you don't use it in the next 10 minutes. But then you will get another wild card come New Year's Day. But I think I'd go for Firmino because Aguero you just do not know whether he's going to start. Like if he starts, he'll bang. But he did like,
Martinez.
huh?
The comments are ringing.
Oh, McCarthy and Martinez. Yeah, it just popped up. Yeah, with Aguero, like loads of people thought he was going to start in the previous game because Jesus was out. He ended up coming off the bench, so you really don't know. And Firmino's got a decent fixture against Newcastle. McCarthy or Martinez. I mean, you've got McCarthy, I've got Martinez. I like probably McCarthy for this game, but Martinez definitely for the long run. I don't really like
I think I'd agree with that.
changing around my goalkeeper too much, and I think the amount of like save points Martinez is getting, and someone at the FPL someone at the FPL HQ clearly doesn't like McCarthy because he's just wiping off the save. So
filth.
And the FPL gods aren't on your side.
The FPL admin are trying to erase history.
They're trying to erase factual events.
That's right.
So yeah, probably Martinez for a long run. Chelsea Villa. Do we see the score on this one?
I can see Villa giving them a game. I think it might be 2-2.
Take that right out of my mouth. I was going to say 2-2. Probably one of those games that after all of this, Chelsea just go and like comfortably win now. But
Potentially.
I hope that Villa do up a fight. Maybe a cheeky save penalty for Martinez. You know, not gonna hold up for too much. That's what I was saying to Elle in the previous one. I was saying against Palace, I was hoping that Martinez was gonna save 2 penalties that got rebounded and scored off of. That would have been the ideal situation. Because I don't think I've seen a keeper save a penalty and not get 3 bonus. It just seems to be like one of those things where if they save a penalty, they're just going to get 3 bonus points.
They could lose 3-0 instead
yeah,
of bonus.
Exactly. Everton City. What do we think?
I don't see Everton putting up as much as a fight as we've seen them doing the first half of the season. I think probably 3-0.
Probably 3-0. Yeah, Everton have been quite poor defensively. And I think City. I think De Bruyne. This was the one week I was worried about De Bruyne because of the price drop. I had to move him on, but I would really have liked to have kept De Bruyne for this week because I do think he could do well against City. But hopefully, it's another Gundogan master show where an absolutely useless player goes and grabs the goal. Couple more questions to discuss: is benching Vardy in the next minute or take a dump? I mean, I'd just play Jamie Vardy. If he gets benched, he won't play, and if he does get benched, and like he's got a very good record of coming off of the bench and scoring goals. So
I was gonna say if he comes off the bench, I wouldn't even be surprised if he comes off from it.
Like if he does get benched today, don't even be like particularly disappointed because if that game goes sort of 0-0 to half time, then he'll definitely be coming on and most likely scoring. So I wouldn't even be that disappointed. Will Mahrez start? Any news? I don't have any concrete news, but like with the rotation that's been happening and the fact that Mahrez is actually Manchester City's highest scoring player this year, I think Mahrez will start this week because of the benchings he's received and the rotation that Pep likes to bring in. What do you think of the upcoming Johnston fixture? They play Leeds. No, thank you. is all I'd say there. With most people owning Patrick Bamford, I mean, he could get loads of saves. That being said, because Leeds aren't the most clinical side. Like, they score a lot. They score goals because they have a lot of chances, but they're not really clinical. They just score exactly because they just they just ping and keep getting loads of shots on goal. So you could see a lot of save points. Comes in Reece James or Dallas. Dallas for me. Don't know about you, but
Dallas,
yeah, sounds stupid, but Dallas looking good. No, yeah, I think Dallas definitely. And Reece James is always a slight problem with rotation. I think Dallas looks like he's going to be starting every week.
Like, although we say he's got no problem with rotation, he has been playing.
He's been playing a lot, yeah. That being said,
ever since you said that. But equally, I don't see Chelsea holding a clean sheet.
That's the main thing. I don't see Chelsea necessarily getting a clean sheet, and I think Dallas is looking very, very good. So I think Dallas is the one, and he plays in the midfield as well, so he gets forward very well. So I can't come up with who to play of Souček and Struijk. Just 3 minutes to the deadline.
Souček for me.
Yeah, I probably would go for Souček, but then there is always that plan, like you said before. You know, you've got Struijk. If he starts, you'll probably.
Actually, yeah.
If he starts, he'll probably get a clean sheet, and yeah, if he doesn't start, he probably won't come on, so you'll get Souček off the bench. But I think probably lean towards a Souček start. Guys said Dallas for sure. 2 minutes, really. Everyone's now panicking. It's funny, all the people sweating over their wild cards have had literally like a day to do their wild card. That's the thing. I would have liked to have had a wild card, but at the same time, I've seen people say like, it's almost.
I'm glad I don't.
I'm not like. There's no panic really for me right now. The only slight panic is that Jamie Vardy doesn't play, but at that point, I'm just kind of like, oh well, because he plays. He's against and the thing is that I needed to make the move because of prices anyway, and I definitely think Vardy will in the long run pay that back for me. I mean, he could literally pay it back for me.
Half past now, by the way. Sorry.
Next week, and oh yeah, sweet. So it's half past right now. Thanks for that. So the deadline has been hit. Let me see if quickly. I always do this. Get quickly back into the FPL app just so I haven't made some stupid decision like triple captain Martinez or some shit like that.
Accidentally captain someone, bro.
I had the vice captain on Rashford, so not that it really matters because Salah will bang against Newcastle, but I've just quickly changed that to Son because you do never know. Quickly hit that triple captain button. No, literally, it's still loading for me. It's not gone dead for me.
But the vice captain on Son, have you? I've got the vice on Bruno myself.
That's fair enough. I mean, either way, I don't think it's going to matter. So, unless some mental news comes out that Salah's gone and got himself snapped a leg or something. But yeah.
I do hope not.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I really do hope not. The vice captain's kind of always just there in case. I've had it before. I remember last season getting like a De Bruyne 17 pointer off of a vice captain. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in the stream. Hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As I say, I hope you do well. I hope I do better. But yeah, good luck everybody, and we will catch you. I mean, I'll be on New Year's. I think it's New Year's Day is the next one, so I'll be on here. I don't know whether you'll be about then because of the various drinking that may be happening on New Year's Eve.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, sort of thing. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you around.
Take it. Bye.